All right. So this cut is made differently because I did the big brain. So I've been wanting to do an every single generations series where I go through a game in each gen. Like, for example, so I go through yellow, mostly because I prefer yellow. Favoritism with that. And then gold, silver, crystal, which I know normally it's like I want to do the definitive version, but for fuck's sake, I can't get fucking Mari. I'd say I probably should do crystal. I can get Mari later. Alright, so then of course emerald, because I fucking love emerald. It's my birthstone. And then I would do fire red or leaf green, which I wouldn't know. Probably like at a point, flip a coin. And then I would do platinum, then heart gold because of the infamous time of heart gold hell. We miss you. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. That's when Jiggles. Okay, sorry. And then, it would be black or white, and then black or white too. So let's say if I did white, I would do black too. If I did black, I would do white too. On which, here's a big thing. I think I played through Pokemon black and or white about 1.5 times. Like I did it the one time and I never finished it. After the whole thing with N, it was just like, because I went to college. And then I never got to play black 2 or white 2 because I was graduating from college. I was getting ready to graduate from college. So there's that. And then, shit. I don't think there was a remake during that time period. And then, as long as I want to confirm that it will fully work, but I believe that the 3DS emulator that I have can play X or Y. Now, I have finished X so long ago that I don't remember diddly shit about it. I never got to play through Y because my then fiance, now now ex-fiance, could only afford to get me one. And it's like, okay, that's great, I didn't care. And that's when I started working, though. So I never got to really do much. And then, I was able to pay for and buy my own copies of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, in which, you guessed it, I never got to finish. And I would be doing more on Omega Ruby because Ruby is where, Rip Chemi. 22. My baby was 22. Alright. So, yeah. And then there's Sun and Moon. I think I made it to the first Kahuna or whatever the fuck they were. I think I don't actually remember a diddly thing. But For Sun and Moon, I would have to debate on which one because, we would also be doing, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I have never even owned a copy of those. Actually, no, I did. It's just in storage somewhere. Y'all wouldn't believe a lot of the shit that is like missing in storage. Like I have a couple of my older games. They're somewhere. Like, guys, I have those like big ass totes. I have like 3 of them filled with video games, equipment, all that shit. Of course, I also still have my original NES, which I pretty much just like kind of like adopted from my mom because got passed down from my mom. And it's what happens when you take good care of your stuff. Like, some people are like, oh, you're so messy, or you're like, oh, sorry, I got distracted. I'm always distracted. Who am I kidding? I know that I think my Alpha Ruby is in my 2DS. I haven't seen my 2DS since I moved, though. Hell, 90% of my shit is still packed up. I don't know. This place doesn't really feel like a home. Let's go besides that point. So yeah. Never got to even start playing them. Because what happened? I had to move because my mom's then boyfriend wanted me out. Even though I was paying rent. So I was like, well, I didn't have time for that. And then 3 million years later, I was able to get all my streaming stuff because of the pandemic, in which a lot of you guys would not have any clue who the hell I am without, the pandemic and all that stuff. I think I have a Zit. No Zit. I need to wash my face. McDonald's. Anyway, very distracted. So the original plan was for me to use one of my other Emmy accounts to play through Shield and do all the shit with that. But then, Nintendo had the And then, it's also perfect timing for, replaying Scarlet or Violet. So I'll just leave that with Scarlet. And then I know right now, like, ZA is like the thing. I don't have that kind of money right now. Like, I don't know when I will because Christmas is coming and I already feel really bad, but I have to, like, pretty much make all my gifts. And I do feel guilty because it's like, I can't afford to really buy things for people, And then I also have to be ready for February when apparently 90% of all my game shit and yearly passes or whatever happen usually then. And it's like, oh God, that was a scary time because then I'm like, oh my God, and it's like, oh. So, yeah. Oh man, it's being an adult sucks. There's this like trifecta where there's time, energy, money. When you're a kid, you have time and energy, but no money. When you're an adult, you have time and money, but no energy. And then when you're old, you have money and time, but you don't have any energy. Or you're an adult in America where it's like you don't have any of those. Because like right now, like I have, actually, wow, I am oh man, I feel sad. That means welcome to your USA. But we also live in like a higher up area because that's where we could actually find jobs. But sausages. Anyway, but that's, yeah. So I might be streaming that in a bit. So who knows? I don't know. I never know what I'm talking about. I just pretend that I do. So yeah, I guess this is like the second of the parter, but yeah. I'll see you guys sometime soon. Bye guys.